The Pope Francis Players took to the stage for their annual winter performance. This year, they did a remake of a Christmas comedy classic. Steve Kiltonick spoke with the school's longtime director, John Anziano, as well as some of the actors who kept the audience laughing throughout the show.
A Christmas Story is a 1983 Christmas movie set in the fictionalized city of Holman, Indiana during the 1940s. Based primarily on a book by Gene Shepard, the comedy follows the escapades of Ralphie Parker and his family. The primary characters include 9-year-old Ralphie and his kid brother Randy, Ralphie's father, the old man, and his mother, Ralphie's classmates Flick and Schwartz, his teacher Miss Shields, and a couple of neighborhood bullies led by the infamous Scut Farkus. The plot of the movie, presented in a series of vignettes, revolves around Ralphie and his pursuit of the only Christmas gift he desires, a Red Ryder carbine action 200-shot range model air rifle. On December 6th through the 8th, the Pope Francis Players presented a remake of the classic movie, which has been ranked as one of the top Christmas films of all time.
One of the reasons I really enjoy doing this show is because a lot of people are familiar with it. It's a real fun show. A lot of people can relate to the characters. It brings them back to their childhood. And that's always something that's really special.
His tongue went into docking mode, and you move toward consummation.
This is not...
Jeepers, it really works.
Anziano said the Players started to prepare for A Christmas Story last June, when he met with seniors Gianna Busquet and Elizabeth Betts, who designed a set.
I sit out here and I look at this set and I think to myself, wow, I could be at Broadway right now.
It took sophomore Adam Wyatrowski close to 50 hours to build the set.
I just enjoy building things. It's just a hobby, and I also like helping out.
Sophomore Megan Smith is cast in the lead as Ralphie, after previously playing in supporting roles.
I watched the original movie 3 times. I listened to my lines. I have a Quizlet online, and I study them all the time. I had to talk with other people, running through them scene after scene after scene. We rehearse every day.
He's blind!
Blind? Ralph! Ralph, what happened?
Oh, I can't tell you. It would cause too much pain.
Hey!
Megan said she enjoyed the action scenes the most, especially when she gets revenge on Farkus.
And just knowing all the effort that we put into going into that, every time I do it, it makes me kind of happy to do it. And it's also just a lot of fun.
A memorable scene is when the old man receives his major award.
What is it?
It's a leg! Like a statue.
A statue.
Yeah, a statue.
Ah, statue. Ralphie?
Ralphie's mother is played by veteran actor Senior Lawrence Skelly, who starred in other lead roles during her 4 years with the Players.
The mother is really like the typical housewife of the time period, which is something I've never imagined myself being, especially as like a 17-year-old girl. So that played a huge part. Was I really tried to get into the headspace of like being like a housewife.
Ralphie, be careful. Oh, the turkey.
Oh, the turkey? What's wrong with the turkey?
Nothing's wrong with the turkey. I just have to base it. And
She's kind of like more subtle funny, where like the old man's a lot more like in your face, loud, but she's kind of more quiet, and her lines are a little bit more simple.
Junior Liz Goncalves is Ralphie's teacher, Miss Shields.
The director actually made my role a little more annoying, I guess. So that way, like the teacher could seem more like a stickler for things instead of just being a nice teacher.
that's right. Choose a theme to inform or persuade. Your choice, single page, watch your margins, and...
Freshman Emily Spear is Helen Weathers, a tough schoolgirl who beats up boys and puts a scare on bully Farkus, played by junior Max Dewey, who mainly runs around the stage scaring kids.
Well, in this situation, I picture myself as the alpha, and like I try to just assert dominance, basically.
Playing the character everyone loves to hate, Dewey's laugh added to his obnoxiousness.
What are you gonna do, cry now? Come on, cry.
Although he didn't have an actual acting role, Michael George was a narrator in voice of the older Ralph.
My funeral would be attended by presidents, kings, queens, and even Red Ryder himself, who would tell the eulogy. Oh, it would be great.
Anziano says the production of A Christmas Story is enhanced by the high-tech audio and lighting systems here.
So we have a lot more lighting cues, different lighting effects. We're doing a lot more with our microphones.
Anziano's favorite scene involves the car.
With the car lighting up, and then the sound of the car and the wheel going flat. All of these things need to be timed and done properly.
In the end, despite all the comments of, "You'll shoot your eye out," Ralphie gets his wish, a Red Ryder BB gun.
It was beautiful. My old legendary official, Red Ryder 200 shot from maximum range model.
The hundreds of hours preparing for the play helps unite the Pope Francis players and creates a true faith community.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
We pray before dinner, we pray before the shows, and it's just really nice to have the school support, the teacher support all behind us.
At the end of opening night, the cast and production crew came out for the curtain call and a much-deserved standing ovation. For Reel to Reel, I'm Steve Kiltonic.